Hey there, it's Nanath from Simply Grow, and today I'm going to share a really cool make scenario with you that allows us to enrich people, their contact information, their company information, to qualify them, to add them to respective HeyReach campaigns, and also update our CRM, in this case HubSpot, and all that just from their business email address. How cool is that, right? So let's start with the scenario. The first module that we have in this make scenario is HubSpot module, which checks for newly added contacts. For the context, let's say we built a simple form that is HubSpot's form on our website, a landing page. Maybe it's a lead magnet form, and the only information that we're asking from people, from leads, is just their business email address. The reason is we don't want to include or introduce too much friction in the subscription process by asking for their first name, company website, their LinkedIn profile URL, company profile URL, etc. So we're just asking for their business email address. And then the next step is where the majority of magic happens, and that is this Relevance AI module. Relevance is a platform that allows us to build two types of things or entities, or however we want to call it. So we can build with Relevance AI AI agents that can do a lot of different tasks. And the second thing is we can build so-called tools. In my perspective, these are just workflows as well, because one tool can do a lot of things, or we can separate logic and different aspects of things that we want to do in separate tools and just tell the agent to, hey, first use this tool, then this tool, etc. Or we can directly use tool that we are going to do in this case. So I built a tool that does the following. First, it takes the email address of the lead that we got on the input, because that's the minimum amount of information that HubSpot requires us to give it to create a new contact. So only email address. Then we have the next step is a little bit of JavaScript, and you can do this in many other ways, and this is just the way I prefer as a ex JavaScript software developer, to just use this split method and take everything right after at symbol, and then just get this domain name. And for me not to forget, you'll get this whole tool as a template, so you'll be able to replicate all of the steps. So moving forward, we are using an API call. This call is from a platform called Enrich.so. This platform is really cool. I'm not affiliated with them or with any other platform that I'm mentioning. I just recently found about them, and they're really doing a great job for this purpose, giving us the exact amount of information that is useful for this case. So basically, just based on the domain name of a company, we're getting the name of the company, description. I guess this is from LinkedIn. We're getting their LinkedIn URL. We're getting the number of employees, etc. So the right amount of information that we need. Now, next in our process, what we want to do automatically is to qualify the company. So we want to see if the company is actually doing any kind of outreach, outbound type of agency. And this is a simple prompt. You can maybe make it better or not, but it's working well for now for test cases that I've used for. So it just returns true, false, or unsure whether or not this company in question is actually doing any kind of outreach. Then we're using the same description to check if the company is a SaaS company or e-commerce company. That will come into play later on in our scenario. And then we have an API call to the same service that just gives us information about the person that that submitted their business email address, right? So in this case, we got again a really nice amount of information. So the first name, last name, headline, and everything else, work history. So basically everything from LinkedIn. And then we can do a little bit of JavaScript again, because honestly, I'm not too happy with the mechanism how Relevance AI enables us to cherry pick and craft the output. But with a little bit of JavaScript, you can just you use this template. So I'm creating an object, JavaScript object, that will be translated into JSON. And inside that object, I have two objects, one about the contact and one about company. And I'm just cherry picking information. So we have email from the beginning, from the input. We have first name, last name. We have the latest position history and the title from it. So the current position, let's say, LinkedIn URL, and then just two Boolean values. Is it a SaaS? Is it an outbound company? For the company information, and then the rest of the information. And that is something that we are getting here at this point. So if we take a look at the output and the data and transformed, we can see those two objects. So contact and the company. Everything we need for the rest of the scenario. So basically, someone submits their business email address. We are enriching everything that we can about this person. Then we're updating our HubSpot with the information about this person. It's really cool that HubSpot allows us to have this module create or update a contact. So we can add information that we're missing, like the first name, last name, job title, LinkedIn URL, etc. Really cool. Now next we have this router that is, let's say we have dedicated campaigns in HeyReach for marketing people. So people that are doing marketing in companies that have, I don't know, in this case, let's say 20 or more people, and that they are a SaaS or e-commerce. Okay, so this first branch is all about that, and we can say, okay, title that we got from the enrichment, if it contains marketing, CMO, growth, and company headcount that we also got from Relevance AI is larger than 20, and also is a SaaS company, then okay, push it to HeyReach, to a dedicated campaign that is called Inbound Marketing People, 20 plus employees. And we're just feeding all the information, again, from this module. We can see it by the color, everything that HeyReach requires. And then specific message for marketing people, for outreach on LinkedIn, to share some information, to ask about their needs, etc., whatever we want to do. So the second branch is for salespeople, and it's similar because if the title contains sales, SDR, business, we can play with this. And then, again, if the company is larger than 20 people and is actually doing outbound based on our AI research, then they're going to a different campaign that is called Inbound Salespeople, 20 plus employees, with a different messaging than that this campaign contains. And then the rest, they're just going to be going to through the fallback branch, because we are not going to contact them right now, but they're saved into HubSpot. And then we have this little branching that is similar or the same for all branches, and that's just due to nature of HubSpot modules inside Make for companies. So it might happen that we already have this company in our HubSpot or not. HubSpot usually creates a company when we add a contact based on the domain name. So, but we want to be certain. So what we want to do, we cannot just say update a company, because HubSpot requires this ID, company ID inside HubSpot. In order for us to get this ID, we need to do search first. So we're first searching HubSpot by the domain name. So nothing with https ://heyreach.io, but just heyreach.io part. We're searching, and if there's if the company exists, the ID will have some value, and if it exists, then we are just going to update things that are missing that we got through enrichment. So if ID exists, if it doesn't exist, so that means the company doesn't exist. So we're going to fill out a lot more properties about this company inside HubSpot, and that's it. And because of this logic for searching and then updating or creating, we have this small branching that is just the the reality that we have to replicate for all branches so we don't miss updating a company. If we put this branching before here, then we will have even more branching. So this is one way to go about it. This works well. But if you have any other ideas, you can change this. And as mentioned, you will be able to get this blueprint of this scenario so you can just import into your Make account and just connect your tools, your CRM, your Relevance AI API key, HeyReach API key, etc., and as well as Relevance AI template. So that's all for now, and I hope you'll find this useful. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me personally on LinkedIn, for example, or just comment down below, and I'll be more than happy to assist. All the best.